Hello. Alright, back again. Now, it's part 2 of the self-sufficient for a day gig that I'm doing. So, it's only been apples and pears I had this morning and half a dozen of each. So, a good amount of fruit and a bit of a munch here and there of stuff in the garden. Still want a cup of coffee. But now it's lunchtime, so I'm going to go through what I'm doing for lunch. And I'm just going to have a salad. I'm going to use some of the same ingredients just because they're so abundant at this time of year, i.e. the apples and the pears. So I've got my bowl, and I've got some rocket that I'm just going to roughly chop. Now, this is the rocket that I grew in the container gardening video, so that's come up really nice. I'm going to harvest it all this weekend. I'll give it to some friends in a bag, and then it'll pop up again. So I'll get a couple of harvests out of that. So I'll pop that in. So I've got some rocket. I've got some of the fennel tops that you might have seen the video where I actually pulled the one up to put the lettuce in. So give that a bit of a chop, so that nice kind of aniseed flavour in there. And I've got a sprig of mint from my garden as well. Fold it up just for a bit of, I thought it might give it a bit of different kind of flavour, the mintiness in there. Plus the fact that I'm trying to do this for a day and I've got to scrounge up all this stuff out of my garden. So I've got the rocket, fennel tops and a little bit of mint. Now again, I'm going to put an apple in just because they're so nice. Look at that. Like, I know I've grown them myself, I don't want to sound, egotistical, but they're really, really lovely apples, so I don't want to kind of miss out on having any of these, so I'll just chop up one. And this morning, when I was actually intending to juice the pears and the apples this morning to have a fruit juice, and I'd cut it all up like I'm doing now. Watch your fingers when you do stuff like this. And then I thought, well, I'm trying not to use power as well today, so I opted just to eat the fruit as it was. I wish I had got a smaller knife. Oh god, bit of a hack in that. I just want it fairly kind of chunky. That'll probably do actually. I'm only having a small salad. I'll just scrounge around on other bits and pieces as well today. So this is just a mini version. I might make up another version of the same thing later on. And one of my pears as well, which are lovely. Look at that. Oh, gee, they're nice. Alright, so we'll just take the cores out of these. That one's not too bad. Kind of thinly slice that one, pop that in. Now I'm giving myself the allowance of the salt and pepper and other things like I mentioned this morning as well. Now I'll just do this rather quickly because I'll add a bit more and do the whole thing after the video, so you're not watching it, for 10 hours. Alright, I'm digressing though, aren't I? So, I've got my rocket, I've got my fennel tops, I've got a little bit of mint, and I've got some apple, and I've got some pear in there as well, so give it a nice toss. I'm hoping that the sweetness of the apple and the pear will be kind of contrasted by the aniseedy taste and the peppery taste of the rocket, and then you get that little hint of mint in there as well, which should be nice. Now, my allowances, I'm going to have some pepper, just a little bit of salt. Don't add too much because you can always add a little bit more if you need it, but it's hard to take it back out. A little bit of white wine vinegar, just a splash, quick splash, and a little bit of olive oil, just to dress it. Smells nice actually. I wish you could smell it because I'm picking up all the bits and pieces that I've actually included in it. Alright, it's a bit drab in colour, isn't it? It kind of tends to be just green and the whites and yellows of the fruit. But, you know, I'm trying to just eat what I grow for a day. So that's it. That's my self-sufficient salad for lunch. I have got some other things like some meat from the lamb that I had slaughtered a few months ago as well. But I'll keep that for tonight. Tonight I'll make some meatballs or kebabs or something like that. So I thought, I've been picking pretty much throughout the day, just grabbing an apple when I've been outside and whatever. So let me just quickly try this. Get a bit of pear. Sorry for eating in front of you. That's actually quite good. You get that sweet taste of the pear, and then the semi-sweet tart taste of the apple, and then you get this kind of blast of peppery rocket, and then you've got an overall subtle taste of the aniseed as well, and the white wine vinegar kind of kicks it all out a bit, and the salt and the pepper bring out the flavours too. I have to admit, that's actually quite nice. I could easily, I'll probably make this again tonight because I really like, that's really nice. Some sultanas or some walnuts would be nice, but I don't grow sultanas or walnuts. So that's my lunch. So far no electricity, so far no coffee or tea, and just eating what I've been growing, so it hasn't been pretty bad today. So I don't know how I'm going to go with the week. I'm planning a few things in preparation for it, so we'll see how we go. I'll do a day by day thing, so you'll be subjected to 7 videos. Then, but that salad's not bad, so actually I would recommend trying that. Rocket, fennel tops, pear, apple, a little bit of mint in there, salt, pepper, white wine vinegar and olive oil. It's really quite nice. Cool. Alright, so that's lunch. I'll be back with my dinner later on using just stuff that I've got from the garden. I've got it all in my head actually, so what I'm going to do tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be quite nice. Alright, and so far vegetarian, so good for all you vegetarians out there so far today. Alright, lots of fibre. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll be back later with my self-sufficient dinner. See ya.